Hi friends, I'm Laura, and today I'm adding this little comment before the video because the videos that I'm gonna post from yesterday and today's are a little bit different. I felt the need yesterday morning of ask a more specific question. I felt I needed a more closer or specific guidance on how to transform my reality, how to uh, really start manifesting the world that I want to live in. So we received messages from Spirit, one yesterday and one today, that I found very helpful for me. So that's why I am sharing the messages. The reason why I'm not posting the video is because there's more people in our group, and I just want to respect their privacy. So what you will have is my voice, and probably I'm just going to put an image on the screen. I hope that you enjoy the messages, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me or just put a comment. And if I know the answer, I'll be happy to reply back. So I would like to ask you, all of you, to open your heart and visualize you sending a ray of light and create with that light a space in front of you, and see everyone in this group beaming that space with the light in our hearts. Imagine that we are creating a room of love, a room of light. See it, feel it, and as the light in that room becomes brighter, it illuminates every space of that room. Still, we are outside beaming that space, creating, co-creating that space. As the light brightens, visualize that we are creating the vibration, the frequency that is needed for all the wise masters in creation to join us. We are creating with our light, and we are inviting them to enter that space. And now feel that space expanding, taking us in. And now see all of us within this space of light, surrounded by light, with the wise energies of creation. Notice the light in your heart, and take a moment to remove from yourself any aspect of yourself that is limiting your understanding. Imagine that you are removing all the old clothing that you are wearing. We are clearing our minds from all old understandings, because we are opening ourselves today to receive new wisdom, new understandings, to activate a new knowing within ourselves. We are willing here, we are able, we are ready to allow the new to come into ourselves. We are showing ourselves right now. We are becoming an empty vessel. Empty. We are willing to release all the old beliefs and step into the new understanding. Feel the presence of your spirit guides, helping you align with this space, with this vibration, helping you become an ever-expanding mind without boundaries, helping you become light. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Take a moment to notice what's happening energetically around you. Notice where your mind is at right now. Adjust your third eye vision so you can perceive energy in a way that aligns with your inner wiring. Perhaps you can see it, hear, feel. Perhaps it is some kind of inner knowing that can help you connect with the energy around you. Notice what comes easy to you. But know that within this space, you are light. Containing the light is love. Love is the space that allows the light to flow through. Light cannot flow if there is no love. Love is the conduit. It creates the space for light to exist. Love is not a feeling only as you perceive it. Love is a magnetic space that calls for light, that allows light to move. Love is a space that allows things to exist, that gives form to things, to thoughts. Love is, in a way, the womb that creates space for something to be born. A thought, an idea, is a spark of creation, is a possibility, is a seed. But it needs the perfect soil. It needs the perfect space. It needs a womb to develop within. And that space is love. Now, there are different levels of love. Think of it as vibration, frequencies. The higher the frequency, think of it as a better soil for the seed to grow. Where when the frequency of love is low, the quality of the soil is not the best. It is harder for the seed to develop and grow. It's harder for your thought, for your idea to be manifested. All thoughts have the same power. All thoughts are a single spark. All thoughts have the same possibilities, the same power, the same potential. The difference is in the space where you are planting that thought. And that space is made out of love. And you can only manifest a space that is aligned with your own energy, with your own frequency, with your own state of loving. Because the space that you offer to plant the seed is an aspect of your own self. You cannot be vibrating at lower love and create a space with a higher frequency of love. Because the space that you create is a piece of who you are at any given moment. So we will say, do not waste much of your time analyzing your idea, your thought, putting more power into the thought of the idea. Use your energy to create the perfect space for that idea to manifest. Become the perfect space. So your question was about thoughts and how to manifest. You all have that power. If you can think, you have potential to be a creator. You have potential to manifest your thoughts. But the thing is, how and where are you planting that thought, that seed, that spark? Now, we should talk about love and the space that you create, because the space and the idea of love is not exactly your definition of love. The soil, the space that you create, that is going to allow light to feed the seed, have to be in alignment with who you are, has to be in alignment with the essence of your spark. Every contradiction within yourself will delay the process. Every state of being that contradicts your idea will delay the process and can actually kill the seed, kill the idea. That space is a conduit that is going to attract light to feed the seed. So as a conduit, what vibration of light is calling in? If you are thinking health and you plant a seed for health, but the space, the vibration of that space, the loving space has particles, has energy related to sickness, then the light that is attracting is sickness. Only sickness can flow through your space. Only sickness light can flow through that space. And sickness light will not feed the seed of health. The seed of health won't be able to grow in an environment that contains sickness, in an environment that is not aligned with the seed. You will need to transform the environment, your state of being, to call for light that is aligned with health and will repel any other energy that is not aligned with health. So that will protect the seed. So your state of being defines the space, calls for the specific light. And what happened is, for most of you, you are some days able to hold on to that energy, but other days you don't feel as strong. You don't feel strong enough, and you change your state of being. You change the vibration of the space of the womb. So you have a seed that sometimes is being fed with the specific energy that it needs, but then you shift and you start bringing in an energy that is not helping your seed. You only need to think something once with intention, knowing that you are planting the seed. But you have to remain focused on the space that is surrounding your seed. You have to be vigilant of the space that you are creating. Protect the space by protecting yourself. Protecting yourself from any influence that can remove yourself from that alignment that you originally created. Anxiety, doubt, fear, debilitate the space. And any other thought that you bring into that space can also change the space. So if the thought is in your mind, your whole self is the womb. You are the temple that carries for that thought, for that spark. And your state of being can improve or deteriorate that temple that you are. If you want to try something simple, think of something that you would like to manifest, that you think right now that it is possible to manifest. And understand that a spark has been created within you. And now think of your physical body becoming the space that carries that spark, as if you were pregnant with that spark. So think of something that can be manifested quickly, because now we are going to ask you for you to love yourself, to take care of yourself, to protect yourself until you see the spark being manifested. So, for as long as you carry that spark in you, everything that you think, everything that you feel, everything that you are allowing into you, emotionally, mentally, physically, even the people that you are interacting with, the shows that you're watching on TV, the things that you are listening, everything must be in perfect alignment. Everything that you are allowing to come close to you must be in perfect alignment with the energy of the spark that is in you. Imagine that you are pregnant and you are protecting your baby. And that's how you're gonna spend the rest of the day until you see your spark, your idea, your thought manifested. No doubt, no fear, no negative thought in you. Become the perfect soil for that seed. Become the perfect mother for the unborn baby. Become the perfect vessel, the perfect temple for the spark. And perhaps this is all you can do today, but it will be good training. If you think your day is going to be stressful today, commit to have a day where you can escape reality. And try this. Focus only on creating the perfect space for your thought, for your idea. Start with baby steps, with easy tasks. so that way you can build trust. All sparks have the same potential. All sparks have the same power. The space where the spark is planted is what defines the development of that spark. That space is made out of love, and the frequency of love that exists within that space is what is going to allow light to come in and feed the spark. You want a loving, high frequency loving space to call for high frequency light that is perfectly aligned with your seed. Try it and learn, because the power is in you. Do it with awareness. Commit to this process, and you'll see your life transforming. Thank you for opening yourself, for opening your heart to connect, for opening your mind. As you grow, creation grows. Watch out for your environment, where you go, who you are with. Everything affects you energetically, and energy becomes matter. Surround yourself at all times with light. And when that is not possible, protect yourself. Put yourself within a cocoon of light and ask for assistance. Ask for help. We strongly recommend you to protect yourself. Live within a cocoon of light. Bring all your spirit guides within this cocoon with you, by your side. And open yourself only when you feel that the energy around you matches your own frequency, matches your own light. It's hard work that you are doing, but it dissipates if you are in a less than loving environment. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of energy from you to openly exist within a negative environment and keep your light on. So protect yourself. Become the perfect vessel. Become a universe. Become a divine temple. We love you. All right. I don't have a meditation today. Do you have any questions while still the idea is fresh? Because I don't know if I was able to explain with words things, but I understand the concept here. It's kind of fresh.
I think it'll be helpful to rehear the recording.
You know what struck me? That they didn't, and I asked mentally, love. So love is a space that is like charged, but it can mean different things for all of us. So somebody that wants to start a war or want to get a dictator has a lot of love. But the love he feels might not be loving based on my idea of love. But the way they showed me was love as a magnetic charge, like a conduit, like a wiring, where things can navigate through. So it's loving because what does is it's like bring things together. It creates the space. Love kind of attract things. It's like particles that get all together and form something. Without love, things dissipate. There is no force calling things in. So you cannot create an environment, you cannot create an energetic space without love, because things dissipate. There is nothing pulling things in. So love is like a force that contracts things so things can have a form and a space can be created. And once that is kind of formed like a web, then light can go through it. But it has to be with passion and desired. And so the passion can be in a wrong way. It can be passion for something bad. But who is defining bad from good in that space? It's loving, because it's a wanting, is something that is calling things together and create a space. Does that make sense? So it's very different. When you love someone that you just want to hug, when you love someone, you don't want that person away from you. You want it as closest as you can, right? If it's your kid, you want to hug that kid. You want to put heart with heart. It's you want that thing in. When you love music, you want that song around your head, the vibration of that song all with you. You don't want somebody else listening to that. Oh, I'm getting it now. You don't want somebody else in the world listening to that song. You want that song around you. You want that vibration around you. When you love something, a taste of a cake, you want to eat that cake. You want that in you. So love is an energy that calls in. It's like you become a magnet that attracts things when you love something. But there is no definition of good love or bad love. If you love, you attract. So when you love, you attract and you create that space. So that is the space where something can grow. But the thing is that one day you are really sure that, okay, I like chocolate cake. So you are you are creating a space perfect for the perfect chocolate cake. But then you hear, okay, but chocolate is not good for you. You're going to get fat. So then that space, that it was a magnet, that it was really like strong and the particles all together forming that space, there was a perfect conduit for chocolate cake. Now, the particles start losing up because you have doubts of how good your love for chocolate is. So now that space changes, the vibration is not as strong, and now the idea of chocolate cake doesn't have the perfect environment because now you have your doubts and the space is all kind of fluffy, or it's like a wiring that is not perfectly working. It's not conducting the energy in a perfect way. And the idea that I got is all about the environment. And we are the environment. everything can affect us. A song, the news, any doubt, everything can affect this magnetic power that we have, this environment that we become. So the important thing is not to focus on that thought, is to focus on the container that we are. And strongly, I felt strongly people around you. It's like, if you're not sure who you're interacting with, it's better just to be fully protected. You know, if you have an off feeling, because one word can enter or one doubt can enter, and then the problem is that we are not trained to keep that space energized and, aligned with the thought. And that's what we have to build, the strength of our space, being the creator of our space, and not allowing anything to affect our space.
I got that now. That helped.
Okay. Any questions?
I
Because
mean,
maybe
like you said, it's hard, right? Because if you are going to work in an office space where there's all sorts of different energies, then how do you protect yourself from all the different
that's
negative thoughts?
that's the part when they say we are not good at protecting ourselves because we don't use protection. And I'm including myself. I do my rituals in the morning, but through the day, I go open and exposed to whatever happens from, and it's not just a person, it can be the news, it can be a comment from my husband, it can be, my daughter being moody. So all of those things affect me, which means affects my temple or the space that I'm creating around me when I'm carrying that seed. Everything is affecting me. But what they're saying is that's where we have to focus our attention, in that state of being, being in perfect alignment with what we want to manifest. And in a way, I think our training have to be directed to how we are carrying our energy through the day and how can we become better at that.
Yep.
So if you have questions, or I think maybe for a while we can, I don't know, maybe get questions and ideas and work together to see how we can be better at this and kind of experiment and try things and help each other with whatever idea we get. And because I really feel like it's time to start getting things done, so the little rebel in me, it's like all over the places today. So namaste. Peace and love, and you all have an awesome day.
All
Thanks,
right.
Laura.
You too.
All right.
Take
All
care.
right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.